Hey, how's it going, everyone? Zach D Productions here. Just thought I'd come at you for a stream. Right now. Hey, what's going on? Looks like you're the first one here. Yeah, I let Brian Delivers know that I was streaming, so not much. That's cool. Yeah, it says I got two viewers so far. Now one. Hey, what's going on, Dylan? Welcome. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna send the StreamYard link to Junebug Films. Wow. But yeah, for those who don't know, I did put out a trailer for X-Ray recently, a few days ago. It's coming out June 28th. And my phone is being weird. Oh, I tell you, man. I feel like, seriously. I need to buy a new charger for my phone or something. And there is Junebug Films. Everyone, welcome Ty, aka Junebug Films.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yep.
So, wow, you've already made sales on your shirts?
Yeah.
Wow. I've only made $13.40 off my shirt, my merch, and I've had it since September. So,
Wow.
um,
Well,
that's
what do you know how much you make back? Like what's the profit that you make back?
private information in private chat. So,
Okay.
basically, with anything business stuff, pretend you signed always pretend you signed an NDA.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Andrew, do you want the StreamYard link? Because you're welcome to join us. I think Junebug wanted to chat with you about something anyway. Right, Ty?
Yes.
So let me know if you want the link, Andrew. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen the
in the price.
Okay, I got you. Junebug. But yeah, for those of you who haven't seen it, I put out a trailer for X-Ray a few days ago.
I saw it. Pretty good.
Yep.
But man, what about Pink Hide, huh? Or Pink, his new name, Pink Eye.
Yeah, it's funny because I just got your message about your new nickname for him.
Yep, Pink Eye.
That's funny.
And we all know how you get Pink Eye, right? We know what Pink Eye.
I definitely know of it.
You know what Pink Eye is remnants of poop in your eye.
Oh, no, I guess that would make sense, huh?
Yeah, Pink Eye fits. So that's his new nickname is Pink Eye. And so we'll just be making fun of him from now on, calling him Pink Eye, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Just like Fabio and Shitstain, right?
Yep.
Man, I have to say something. Fabio really, like, YouTube, you'll always have the trolls, but he's really kind of had, you know what? Had me think about a new enlightenment with them. Make fun of them, right?
Right.
So, because the minute you make fun of them and just do all this stuff, they really back off.
Yeah.
And I love this guy though. This guy's YouTube name that you can't even pronounce his name. I see him on Brian.
Oh, you mean SG3 $?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know them. No, they're fine.
No. I know they're cool, but I just love their name. It's like, did you just type in random? Did you just like couldn't decide a YouTube name and you just like, type?
Oh, just, yeah. I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Did you see James Rolfe's new video?
Wait, who?
Angry Video Game Nerd.
I don't really watch his content.
He reviewed a mobile game that, oh my gosh, the fact that this even exists. I mean, I already question a lot of content out there for children now, but
Right.
the mobile game was, oh my gosh, it's called The Horse Prince. It's about a girl who sees horses as humans.
Yeah.
So you play as a horse trying to impress the girl, and it literally ends with the horse and the girl in bed together.
What?
I could not believe this game. I'm like, this is a video game right now. Like,
that is just weird.
It is. It was weird. Like when I was watching and I'm like, what the? I mean, did we not learn from like people? Because there is a guy. Oh my! Like it was just like, oh my gosh! Like this is a game out there that people can download on their phone.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's funny.
I mean, why we need to find somebody that's a video game designer, and maybe there could be an Italian sniper game.
Yeah, like a FPS game or something.
Well, actually, there might be a way we can do it. You know that the source code for Doom was leaked, right?
I think I might have heard that. I'm not sure.
Well, so basically, what you could do is make a Doom clone game out of Italian Sniper.
Hmm.
Because from what
see it.
from what I've heard, the owner leaked it. So if he leaked it, obviously he doesn't care, right?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but oh my gosh! So just pure. But we need. Yeah, so that's one thing we need to figure out, though. And who knows? Like I said, maybe we can convince D-Man to make some Italian Sniper comic books, right?
Yeah, or even X-Ray. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put out X-Ray merch around when it comes out.
Yeah.
Thinking about like maybe some graphic tees.
Yeah.
I think that would go really well.
Right. And then we need, like I said, definitely maybe even D-Man can make X-Ray comic books, right?
That would be cool. Because I think after X-Ray releases, I think there's really a lot you can do with this character. Like, I think a lot of people are about to learn that. Like this character has potential.
Right.
And I do think he's gonna go down as one of like the fan favorite characters of mine. At least I would imagine.
I think that if we can, like I said, especially if we can get comic books. Next movie, though, like I said, you have to get Fabio.
Yeah, I'll probably talk to him about it.
But oh my gosh,
maybe he could even play the villain.
There you go.
That would be funny.
But oh my gosh, though, him reacting to
Unicorns killed my girlfriend. Yeah, that was funny.
I mean, as long as he didn't react to, isn't there a Chinese singer or something? Or forgive me if I miss. I don't know what country she's from. She's from Asia, but isn't there a singer named Metal Baby Metal or something like that?
Oh, Baby Metal. Yeah, they're a Japanese group.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misidentified. I didn't know, but it's
yeah.
I don't know. I've heard some of them, but I'm like, this is just weird.
Yeah, I'm not into Baby Metal.
Well, when I heard that, my first thought was, wait, they're making heavy metal for babies? That was my first reaction when I heard it. I heard it on Cover Killer Nation. And I'm like, wait, they made when I saw him reacting to Baby Metal. I'm like, wait, what? They made heavy metal music for babies? I mean, that wouldn't surprise me, but babies don't even like heavy metal.
Right.
I don't know, can you imagine that? A, B, C, D, F, G.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, like nursery rhymes, but guttural vocals or something.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yeah, what would that even be? No, can you just imagine? I can't. I can't do a good as Ozzy as Fabio, but like imagine like Ozzy. A B C D.
Yeah,
No. It
pretty
would be
much.
A. I mean, um, but no, like I said, I'm really trying to find some new bands. Like the one band I really do like, I know they're like 15 years old, but new as in newer bands.
Right.
I I,
Well,
I
15
really like
is still kind of newer.
I really like Heat.
Heat. I think I've
Heat,
heard of them.
yeah. The lead singer Eric Grunwald was in the new Skid Row, but then he he had to quit because he has some health issues.
Oh,
But Heat is I loved Heat. I love Heat. Um, like I said, I'm really liking Greta Van Fleet so far. Like a lot of people said that, oh my gosh, they sound like Led Zeppelin. I'm like, how is that a bad thing?
right. Yeah, I will admit, like back in 2018, I did go through like a Greta Van Fleet hate phase, but I think that was because only everyone else was doing it. So,
Yeah, but I'm like, when they were sitting there saying they sound like Led Zeppelin, I'm like, how is that a bad thing?
well, right, yeah. I mean, I definitely don't think they're bad. Like, I'd rather listen to them than like I don't know,
Taylor
Nickelback or
Swift.
something.
Yeah, well, Nickelback. I think the biggest problem is like it was fun to make fun of them back in the day, but they are like as far as like that wave of music, like
Yeah, it's hard to describe that type of music like Nickelback and Daughtry. It's
yeah,
like
it's like
single dad rock or whatever, you know.
yeah, it's like what I'm not Nickelback. I've listened to them recently. I'm like it's. I guess the biggest thing is it's just not really my type of rock. When it comes down to like it's like if they're on the radio, it's like okay, fine, because then the next one I'll probably like.
Yeah.
But like it's just like kind of the two, you know. But
Hey, what's going on, Ridge? It's been a while since I heard from you. You hate that Breaking Benjamin gets jumbled in the with dad rock? I've actually never heard that, but that's interesting.
I can tell you the one in that band that group that whole like early 2000s era of rock. I actually really don't like them too much, and I don't even really like saying the name too much. But
Oh, yeah.
Godsmack.
Yeah, I never got into Godsmack.
Well, I have a hard time saying their name just because it's like, it's like one of those cases for me. It's like, and then
Yeah, I totally get that.
and
Their band name's kind of weird.
well, and it's not like totally saying like the Lord's name in vain or anything, but it's like,
No,
oh,
but I think is it Alice in Chains that has a song called Godsmack?
yeah. Well, I think Jerry Cantrell doesn't believe or anything, which hey, that's cool, I mean, but you
Yeah, it's
know,
his choice.
yeah, and but Alice but at least he seems very cool about it, though.
Right.
Um, the only time I think he got a little far out there was what's that one album he made, like about dinosaurs or something, Alice in Chains,
Oh, Devil Put Dinosaurs Here.
yeah, or something like that. Which that one's kind of funny,
Yeah,
but man, I wonder.
and there is
Speaking
some
of that,
good stuff on that album. like the last song "Choke." I actually like.
Yeah. Well, I wonder. Here's my thing, though. I want think about it though. Alice in Chains is the only grunge band, popular grunge band, that has really lasted. I mean, Pearl Jam. Let's face it, they're kind of dying.
Yeah. Didn't they
Alice
put
in
out a
Chains,
new album?
they might have, but like, well, probably only made like $1 in sales.
Yeah, I felt like I heard something about Pearl Jam putting out an album and it underperforming or something.
Shocker.
Yeah. At least it's not Cardi B. Yeah, I hear you, Kyle. Five Finger Death Punch is worse than Godsmack.
I
I don't know.
I don't. I can kind of see his point with that. Like, Five Finger Death Punch. First of all, I mean, listen. That does. First of all, that's a horrible name for a band. That sounds like a junior high band. Like, what are you gonna name our band, man? Five Finger Death Punch. You know, it sounds like a junior high garage band.
Dude, I actually made a comment about Five Finger Death Punch on Instagram. I got like over 300 likes on it. I said Five Finger Death Punch is for people who are obsessed with WWE.
Yeah. Well, because come on, it's a terrible name for a rock band. It sound like I said, it literally sounds like a junior high garage band that's stuck.
Well, from the things that I've seen from Ivan Moody and just like they seem like they're just like so edgy. Like, oh yeah, we're tough. Don't mess with us, you know. Like that's the kind of vibe you get with them, but it's not really that intimidating.
I mean, I would have been more intimidated by the Who back in the day
The Who.
because, like, oh my. Well, first of all, you don't want to mess with Keith Moon. The guy before a show one time took 4 horse tranquilizers.
Huh.
And then like some of those guys back in the day, like how like you know, John Bonham from Led Zeppelin overdosed on potassium. He ate 32 bananas, and keep in mind that's when they started counting because somebody gave them a fruit package, and they started counting the bananas that he was eating, and they counted 32. So keep in mind, like he probably had like 10 other bananas before that.
What?
And then he overdosed on
You overdosed on bananas?
potassium.
Oh. Wow.
Because if the sad part of it is John Bonham was just it's a very sad story. You know, he was actually trying to get sober, and he obviously later died of an overdose. But so he was trying. Here he was trying to get sober, and he thought potassium. I'll just have bananas, you know, because he was feeling that hankering for something, and so then he overdosed. He didn't die from that one, but he overdosed on potassium and passed out on stage.
Well, oh, so he died on stage? I never knew that.
No. He passed out on stage. That's not when
he just passed out. Okay.
Yeah, from the bananas.
Wow.
Can you imagine that one? Like, why are going to rehab?
He has an addiction to bananas, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, out of all addictions to have, though, I mean, that's probably one of the healthier ones. Just
right.
don't eat 32 of them, right? Or more.
So 31's the limit.
I guess so. 31, and then afterwards, probably don't do drumming.
Right. You heard Solly from Godsmack is actually into witchcraft, which kind of creeps me out. I never heard that, but if that's true, that's interesting then.
Yeah.
Hey, you're back from the Pika store? Never heard of that.
I don't even want to know what that is.
They really overuse the F word a lot too. Yeah.
You know, one band that I'm really liking though is The Who, spelled H-U. Have you heard much of them, Zach?
WH who or wait what?
They're The Who. It's their band is called The Who, but it's spelled H-U.
Oh, I never heard of them. I've heard of the Who, like the WHO.
Yeah, well, this is The Who. You see, they're from Mongolia,
Ah,
and they play Mongolian, have traditional Mongolian instruments, and they play heavy metal with it, and it's a bunch of like throat singing.
huh.
They're really cool. Like, I'm like, man, I like this. This is see, I actually think that they should The Who, you know, the classic Who, should do an album with them.
Or maybe do a tour.
Yeah, and you could you can call the tour, right?
The Who.
Well, no, come on, Zach. Who.
Who. Yeah. There you go. Ridge wants to know your thoughts on Motionless in White.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a band.
Motionless and White.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach, did you see that new movie that's out? It's the Magical Society of. I can't say it, but you know.
Yeah, I think Cole was talking about that. I think I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah,
I've seen maybe a clip from it. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, like listen, here's my thing. You should make a sequel. The Magical Society of Crackers.
starring Apture.
Bobbio.
We
should make that a sequel. The Magical Society of Crackers.
Yeah.
And then to make a joke out of that, because that term never offended me. I'm a cracker. Okay, cool. I love crackers.
Yeah. By the way, I'll make you a mod. Just give me a sec.
But we'll do that. We could make that more like maybe it's we have the stereotypical like white guy, because we have it where like have like where he's wearing basketball shorts, a white beater, and then have him just chow on a bunch of like crackers, and then he just has to, and then he finds this guy and sits there and talks about it. So I almost want to make that as a joke to that movie, because the funny thing is we could do that movie under parody law. This is a parody of this movie because the Magical Society of Crackers.
That title is just funny, man.
I know, but first of all, because that other title is like, what the? You got away with this, especially today.
I mean, you know how things are today,
Yeah, but so that's why it almost makes me want to do a parody of it. The Magical Society of Crackers.
Yep.
Oh, and you guys spell crackers.
I heard that movie flop too. What a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, and then you guys spell crackers with a K, right? Just.
Oh. Not Late Night with the Devil. I don't think I've heard of that.
I heard of something about that. It's on Shudder. I don't have Shudder. I don't know. It's one of those like found footage movies, and like found footage. Listen, I mean,
found footage is hit or miss for me.
it's hit or miss for me too, and it's more miss hit for me.
Yeah, like Chronicle, I really dug that movie. That was a great found footage film. I don't know if you've seen it.
I did see that. I did like that one. I mean, like a lot of people have told me to watch Paranormal Activity. I've given it chances. Listen, I mean, I respect the fact that that movie cost $15,000, and it's the most successful, apparently the most successful, profitable film of all time. Now, not most, not most, not box office wide, but the most return for its budget, because it cost $15,000, and it made like $100 and some million, probably. So I respect it for that, but it's just, it's not that scary to me,
Yeah. Well, you know me with horror, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never got into it. Like, I
Well,
don't know
and
if
I
it's because I was never allowed to watch any of that when I was younger, so
well, I'm not.
I
I'm
just
not
never
even.
bothered with it.
I'm not the biggest horror fan either. It's just kind of I fell into that horror movie crowd a little bit. I mean, I'm more of a fan of the Hollywood epics or action movies, So I'm more like with
Right.
you guys, because and it's one of the reasons why I liked your films, because you're actually doing something different. You're not making a horror movie. Although,
No.
although,
I mean, Ardening, those films you could say are sort of in the horror territory, but
more avant-garde or something like that,
yeah.
You know what? Here you go, Zach. I have something for you. This is what we should do. In order to get your name out there, Die Hard in Amityville.
Now, Die Hard is not public domain, is it?
No, but well, like Die. They have Die Hard, like Die Hard in a hockey rink is sudden death. Die Hard on a battleship under siege. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you could do that movie. Die Hard on a mountain is Cliffhanger. So we could do that. Die Hard in Amityville. And I don't think you're too far from Amityville, because it's in New
Where's
York.
that?
New York.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's like a state away, but still, yeah.
It's a little ways after the city.
Okay.
So maybe it would be a case where you could film in Amityville, just not at the actual house.
Right.
Unless the house is for sale right now, which, if it is, then oh my gosh, dude. You need to talk to somebody into real estate, and then so we could film in the Amityville house, because that is something that has never been done in any of the Amityville movies. No Amityville movie has ever been filmed actually in the Amityville house, which that would be great for marketing.
Yeah, probably would.
I mean, heck, Zach, you realize that if you did that, you could easily get. I mean, honestly, you could probably get $1 million budget just for that alone.
I would imagine. Depending on bands like Mudvayne or Smile Empty Soul, I actually seen both bands. They were only okay to you. I've heard of both of them. Smile Empty Soul, I've only listened to like one of their songs. I think they're okay.
I haven't heard of him.
Okay. What is the worst and best found footage movies? Well, from what I've seen, Chronicle is probably my favorite. Worst,
Or
I don't know because I haven't seen too many. Well, you know
Chronicles.
what? What's that one like Facebook movie, Unfriended or whatever? Would that count as found footage or
I don't know. I guess it could. I would
that movie wasn't too bad. It was something different.
say from what I've seen, those two wasn't there. Didn't they make a sequel to Unfriended about the dark web?
Yeah, I've seen some of it. It's not as good as the first one.
I would say that's probably one of the worst ones. And then honestly, I would probably say the worst one, and it's just because of what ended up happening on set and the content's a matter of what it is. I would actually say Cannibal Holocaust is the worst one. Because
what's going on?
Listen, I've been having issue with it for, Friday the 13th. They actually killed a snake on set. But I'm like, okay, that's one animal. I disagree with it, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. That's kind of messed up.
Okay, so it's like it's one that's one animal. No animal should be harmed on set, but it's like, okay, I can look past it. Cannibal Holocaust killed multiple animals on set, and we see it. So for that reason alone, it gets worse. It gets worse found footage movie because,
see, films like that shouldn't even get a pass in my book.
Oh, exactly. Now, like one animal, fine. I get it, but multiple because it wasn't an accident on set of Friday the 13th, but like,
right.
It's like, okay, fine, because the guy was trying to be Mr. Macho and everything, and that shouldn't happen. But multiple animals, you're trying to prove a point.
Yeah. Japanese gore films, I don't even know what those are.
Oh, no, I'm not even saying more extreme. It's just the fact that they killed animals on set, and I just don't agree with that, at all. Because well, I think I don't even have to. I don't even think I have to finish my sentence because obvious reasons.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying.
And I mean, here I am right now talking about animals like that. I'm right by my cat, who's being all loving right now.
Mm-hmm.
The cat that I get teased about by my sister that I stole her because she ended up they lived here for a while, and the cat decided that it likes me.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Was the snake kill part of the movie? Was it Ty?
Yeah, well, the snake was killed in the movie. It was actually killed. I mean, so it's one of those things, and I mean, if it was like it was like a little, oh, it wasn't quite a garter. It wasn't quite a garter snake. If it was a poisonous snake, I'd be like, okay, I understand, but it was like a harmless. I think it was like a black snake or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like if it was a rattlesnake or a cobra or something like that. It's like, okay, I could understand, but.
Well, speaking of animals on set, I actually had an idea for a film. I was thinking about doing a Taken-like film, but with a cat. And it's about a homeless guy who has this cat. For whatever reason, this is something I'll have to figure out. The cat gets taken, and he has to basically fight his way to rescue his cat.
Huh. I like that idea. Well, actually, did you heard about this? There was a cat that actually this was a true story. Look, you can look this up. I don't know where you could find. I'm sure if you Google it, you could find it somewhere. But you heard about this? A cat actually dialed 911.
Really?
Yeah, because its owner was having a heart attack or something. And so here's the cat, meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
And here's the 911 operator. It's a cat. So, but obviously they could trace it.
Huh.
So they
Yeah,
went
I think
over.
I did hear about that. Like now that
So-
I think about it,
So you could do something like that, like maybe because
like
homeless
based
guys,
on true story stuff.
loosely is what I would say, but like because sometimes homeless guys can get cell phones, you know that, so
Yeah.
or like
Well, no, I just thought it would be a cool idea to make the main character homeless in that story. Like,
yeah, and you could use one of your cats.
exactly.
I kind of like that idea. Actually, Zach, that should be the next movie. Honestly,
I'm
right?
thinking about it. I'm definitely considering it.
Well, maybe it's something like the cat is. Maybe he's homeless, but like he chooses to be homeless. But maybe he secretly has a lot of money or something, and so they hold the cat for ransom.
There's a bridge that sometimes I film under. Like, I could like pretend to like be homeless under the bridge or something.
Yeah. And you could easily get one of your cats in the cat carrier. So
Yeah.
probably preferably one that it likes to be in the cat carrier. That won't meow too much, right?
Yeah.
Um,
No,
And-
I think I know. Like, I have a couple cats that I have to really think about which one though. Like, because all my cats have like different personalities and traits
Oh, yeah.
and stuff.
well, and then Fabio kidnaps your cat.
Yeah. What if the person that kidnaps the cat is like someone that like experiments on cats or something?
If he does do that, it should be somebody who like does like weird experiments with cats, like where like he makes a bobcat, and then for what like the cat, so the cat just it says, "Look, I made a bobcat," and it's a cat, and it just says on its tail or something, it just says Bob, something like that, like.
Wow.
Like it should be like this, just as like, what the heck?
It could be a luxury cat. Stole it to resell. Huh. That's interesting.
What do you have a Russian blue?
What are those?
Well, basically, you could get away with it if you have an all gray cat.
I have a few gray cats, so
All gray?
I don't think all gray, but
Oh my gosh! You know what we could do? What if the cat, like Mr. Ed? What if the cat could talk?
I would imagine that like what's that movie, Homeward Bound?
Yeah. Like either you could put peanut butter in your cat's mouth to make the lips move, or it could you could literally you could make it like Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
Who should
Or
voice
it's
the
basically like narrations.
Who should voice the cat then?
Maybe Andrew. I could see that actually. Andrew, you want to voice a cat?
You should tell him to. Oh, you know, what'd be really funny. We should make the cat talk like Arnold.
That's funny.
Of course, as I'm saying this, one of my cats is right by me. So.
Hillman, fill on my cat dish.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
What obscure Marvel character would you like to make a movie of? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Mate, I would kind of like to see a movie with Storm, but Halle Berry's Storm.
What's an obscure Marvel character?
I don't know many obscure Marvel characters. It's kind of a good question.
I'm not the real. See, I don't know. Like, I definitely followed comic books and I read comic books as a kid, but like, I guess I only really read the popular ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess there's somebody can help me out here. There was a character before Doctor Strange, like Mandu, like Mandu or something like that. Or he was the Wizard Supreme before Doctor Strange. Maybe him.
Oh, okay. Your birthday is coming up. Hope it's a good one. Well, happy birthday, Kyle. Hope it's a good one too.
Happy birthday. Even though it's coming up.
Yep.
Well, think about it. You and Fabio then can fight in his movie room, right?
Yeah.
Although Fabio knows a lot of martial arts, so that would be an interesting fight. You know, I think you know a few, but probably not as much as Fabio, right?
Nah, I'm probably not. I mean, I took martial arts when I was younger, but hey, what's going on, Cole? Worst comedy movie you've seen it? For me, disaster movie. Worst comedy, probably. Gosh, what's that one? Baywatch with Zac Efron and The Rock. I hated that movie.
Does it have to be? I got one. Tooken.
Wait, what?
It's a movie. It's on Tubi. It's called Tooken. Oh my gosh, it's pretty bad. It's a spoof of Taken, but it is bad.
Oh, do I even want to know?
No. The only thing that's funny about it is I'm actually surprised the movie hasn't gotten canceled because they actually made the bad guy gay. But it's bad. It's just bad. It's just like one of those movies that's so bad. But it's actually kind of funny bad.
Yeah.
But the guy gets into a sword fight, and so there's a sword, but the guy can't find a weapon, so he eats all of his Viagra, and literally develops.
That sounds stupid.
He literally develops a sword.
Oh gosh.
And then literally gets into a fight with the guy by using his sword against a real sword.
What?
It is. I am
that
not.
Sounds so dumb.
It is. But when I saw this, I'm like, when I saw this movie, because I'm like, oh, this looks funny. And guess who it stars?
Who?
The Mayhem guy on for Allstate.
What?
I'm Mayhem.
I think
You know,
so. Yeah.
It stars that guy. The movie oh my god. Oh, and then it ends with then it ends with him literally getting his sword thrusted into the guy's belly. And then his daughter then posted on some social media site. I'm like, man, that would get you flagged.
Well, yeah, probably.
Like, I mean, like, oh my gosh, so that's probably one of the worst comedies I've ever seen. But it's more just like that alone, though. I mean, I have to hand it to them for being original, right?
Right. That's funny though.
But Baywatch, though, for me, it's like, okay, that was pretty bad, but you know what? I mean, certain aspects of it, I'm not complaining about.
Yeah, Baywatch looks like Rocky 1 in comparison to Disaster Movie. Yeah, I'm just not into those R-rated comedies like Baywatch or what's that other one, Hangover.
I think that they can be done. See, I think they can be done. They can be done well, like Dumb and Dumber, for instance. That is obviously a classic for a reason.
Yeah.
Or one of my favorite movies. One of my favorites is The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
There's another movie that's pretty bad. It's not an R-rated comedy or anything, but it has to do with like a plane that's like crashing or whatever. I just remember the CGI being very bad.
Was it Turbulence?
It came out in 2010, I think. You're on vacation, about to eat dinner soon.
Okay.
Maybe cool. I don't plan on the stream being too long though, so sorry, man. Like maybe I'll cut it short at like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah. Of course, you say that, and then you're going to be here then, right?
Yeah, like if I extend it, then yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send him the link then.
Yeah. But no, you should definitely, for the next films though, like I said, get some big, get some other YouTubers. You could get Fabio and get Rambo Raff, right?
Yeah. Let's see, Cole.
Heck, maybe even get Cole in the movie, right?
Yeah. That'd be fun. But yeah, I think the Cat movie would be pretty cool. The Cat film series.
I think that could actually get you a little recognition too, because it's a great idea.
Yeah, and people, a lot of people like cats, so
Yeah,
I think people would really like an action star rescuing a cat. I think people could really resonate with that.
Yeah, you know what, especially if you kind of embrace a little bit of the cheese in it. You know what I mean? Especially since it's a no budget film, like you could literally title it, "They took my cat. Now they're gonna pay."
Yeah. Oh. Well, I do eventually want to do Italian Sniper sequel though.
What if Italian sniper? What if it's Italian sniper's cat?
So combine the ideas together.
Yeah, like
I was thinking about this recently, but if I do go through with the Italian Sniper sequel, which it's something I do eventually want to do, I kind of want the main villain to be inspired by Apture.
If we could film it, so, and oh my gosh, if
he's like a Southern guy.
It can. I wonder how good of a Southern voice Fabio can do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And then if Fabio does it, though, you know what he needs to wear?
What's that?
Have you seen my dad? I don't know what they're called. I'm just saying what my dad called them. Those Billy Bob teeth. Like those fake hillbilly teeth that you for like Halloween. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
If Fabio does it, we need to have him wear those, right?
Yeah.
Since Asher has no teeth, right?
Yeah.
From what I've heard, right? No.
Speaking of which, I made something recently.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I want to see your thoughts on it. I'll send it to you.
Okay. I got even something that could be funny. Though, what if for the I think you need a message in the cat movies though. What if you play yourself?
What do you mean?
You play Zach, and like we basically say that the guy stole your cat because he's a toxic fan of yours.
That would be an interesting take.
So yeah, think about it. He's a fan. Make it actually. The trolls. Like I said in Brian's stream, you own because you've made money off your YouTube name. You own it now. The trolls, they don't own their YouTube name. So you could literally base it off of one of your infamous trolls.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just say Pink Eye. Pink Eye.
More recently, he's been giving Brian problems, but yeah, I mean, I see what you mean.
Yeah, or the one guy who we made fun of last time. Or the troll that you had to take action with. You could sit there, say he stole your cat, and now he's going to pay, and then cast Fabio as him. But then, then you could have the message that we need to be cool with each other, because guess what? Opinions are just opinions.
Yeah, but that whole thing was not over an opinion.
Yeah, I know, but
I see where you're coming from. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know that wasn't over an opinion, but what I'm saying is you could just kind of get a whole message across with people, with that one, hey,
dude, that could be like a found footage film or something. I can actually see that happening for that.
Yeah, you could definitely do something with that, where you play yourself, and then we could probably cast Fabio then as your obsessive fan, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, what's going on, Leon?
Oh, and I know what voice we need to have Fabio do.
What's that?
So he could talk in the Southern voice, but maybe I'm just gonna say he could do Southern, but then maybe a Southern guy that maybe definitely has spent a little too much time in the mountain, and probably probably has about an IQ of 100.
Yeah, maybe.
Like basically, I'm thinking like this guy, like make it like you should make the villain just so stupid that like maybe one of his first questions is, "How do I tie my shoes?" You know what I mean? Something like that.
Mm.
And then we have the only thing about that though is we have to convince Fabio to order a lot of pizza to have a stereotypical troll basement, right? And a lot of code red.
Or like pizza rolls.
What?
Or just pizza rolls,
Yeah. Oh man, man. See, why is it that the trolls took away the good? Those stereotypical trolls took away some of the good foods. Like I love pizza rolls, and
Yeah.
I do like Code Red, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, you probably like Doritos too.
I do like Doritos.
Yeah, there you go.
So, but no, you could just have Fabio sit there. I mean, I'm sure if you asked Domino's or Pizza Hut, say, "Hey, I'm making a movie. Can I just have some pizza boxes?"
Yeah.
And like, I'll return them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, how much would they even charge for just the boxes?
Well, especially if you say I'll return them. Like I just need it for a film. And like, plus they make how many boxes all the time? Like if you sit there and say, I just need like a stack of them to make a tower, because it's, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then if you ask, you'll say you'll return them. You know what I mean? Like I don't see that. I don't even think they would charge you. Like, I mean, especially if you can have a proof concept for the film and everything. I don't see them doing much with.
No. Well, it's funny you mentioned like making a film about like having a message about like the trolls or whatever. It's kind of funny because the story of X-Ray, like, it's basically about like why you shouldn't push someone, like you keep messing with someone and it gets to the point where he takes matters into his own hands.
Right. Well, I'm really liking the. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing is these.
Because he gets betrayed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you don't want to spoil too much.
Right. That's all I'll say about that.
But I think that or you could literally title the movie "Don't Steal My Cat."
Well, I actually thought of a title for the cat film. I'm thinking of calling it Fight for Feline.
I got something better. Fight
what
for
do you
Pussy.
think of the new Taylor Swift album? Didn't even bother.
I'd rather listen to my toilet flush over and over again. I got a better title.
What's that?
Fight for Pussy.
That's a good one.
Which that alone will get you a lot of views, just because people are gonna think, "Wow,
they would watch it and think, wait a minute, this isn't what I was expecting."
Well, especially because think about it, then people, it's a great title because then people are like, "Oh, Zach's rejoined into this type of movie."
Yeah. So it's an R-rated action comedy movie.
Yeah. No. Oh no. Oh wait, Zach made one of those movies.
No, it's about a cat.
Yeah. Fight for Pussy. Oh, and then you should do like is in your area. I mean, you need to find then like a heavy metal group, that makes a song for it.
Maybe.
is there any rock bands, like maybe musicians in your area?
I don't know about in my area, but I do know, like, I am friends with some rock bands.
Okay, friends where they would do it, or friends where they're like,
I think if I could maybe try asking them to like do a song for a film or whatever.
yeah, you might have to say student film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That way, because if you say student film, they probably won't be expecting to get paid, if that makes sense.
right. You'll definitely pass on the new Taylor Swift album. I think a lot of us are, Dylan.
Taylor Swift needs a rival. And Zach, I've showed you the video of the girl who I think could rival Taylor Swift.
Right.
And I never heard your thoughts. What did you think of her?
I mean, I can maybe see it happening.
Well, here's the reason why. First of all, anybody look up Gabriella Gunchikova or Gabby Gunn. But because, first of all, she's a better singer than Taylor Swift. Yeah. And she's an excellent guitar player. And if she had an album backing her, I mean, I would just say to rock fans, review bomb her album, because I mean, think about it, folks. We're to the point now with this. If Taylor Swift actually did put out a new album, she could be on the verge of breaking Michael Jackson's record. She could beat Thriller. Do we really want Taylor Swift to be the one to break Michael Jackson's record?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably
because you know how much Thriller, how many albums it sold, right?
Probably in the billions, right?
No. Thriller only sold about 50 million.
Oh.
So come on, you're telling me Taylor Swift can't top that?
She could.
Oh yeah. And especially with vinyls coming back, Taylor Swift could go diamond. Yeah. I honestly think that Taylor Swift needs a bit of a flop. And I'm not saying that to be harsh. It's just to say, hey, you need to, because a flop can be a good thing.
Yeah, true.
You know, because you can turn it around then and make something better.
Yeah, that's true. You rather listen to Disturbed and Godsmack over Five Finger Death Punch? Yeah, I probably would too. Taylor Swift ain't got nothing compared to the legend like Michael Jackson. Yeah, true.
True, but that's not what I was saying. But yeah, you know, I mean, she has potential to beat Michael Jackson's record, you know. And
right.
I do like Disturbed. Disturbed is good.
I've liked what I've heard. I would like to look more into them.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just surprised that they're making a Michael Jackson biopic though now.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that one. That's just going to be like, man, there's a lot of stuff. It's like, how do you address this? You know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I want to know? When is the Prince biopic going to come out? That's what I want to see, because Prince was better.
Yeah, I never got too into Prince, but I can I mean, I don't think he's bad or anything, but I just never got into him.
Mm-hmm. But what I really want to see is I want to see a Van Halen biopic.
Now that would be cool.
And I have the perfect guy to play David Lee Roth.
Who?
Are you familiar with the YouTube channel? It's Juke Squad.
I don't think so.
They pull pranks on each other, and everything. Juke Squad. This guy Jack, he would be the perfect David Lee Roth, and I'm not even kidding. Like it would be like spot on, perfect for David Lee Roth. I mean, especially when you see him, you'll be like, yep, I could see it. That's David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Although one of the things that I'm going to say, if you do that, though, at least get somebody that can be a fast learner and learn to play guitar like Eddie.
Maybe my dad.
Your dad's a
musician.
Your dad
I don't know
is
if he could play like Eddie Van Halen, but
your dad. Well, hey, there you go. Maybe your dad. That's what he could do. You could ask your dad to write a song. Hey, Dad, do you want to write a song for the next film? They took my pussy. Especially if you tell them the concept that it's they took their cat, and we're only using that title because mainly for marketing. Because people would be like, "What the heck?"
Yeah. My dad, he's kind of slow, so I don't think he would understand like right away.
So he would think you're making one of those movies.
He probably wouldn't know what to make of it. I Prevail. Yeah, I Prevail I never got into either, but I can believe it. I could believe that.
Did you? But yeah, I don't know. But it would be something fun to do. Especially that title alone though is that is already a good concept,
Mm-hmm.
And especially if you actually do it sort of meta, where you're playing your YouTube, you on YouTube, and then you have it where one of your trolls then steal your cat. and then we cast Fabio as said troll, right?
Well, you know what? It doesn't have to be just me. I could like play a different YouTuber. Like I could play like a character YouTuber, like a vlogger or something,
Yeah, no,
like someone
you could
who like films my life or something,
Yeah, but also kind of poke fun at those people a little bit because listen, nobody's life is that interesting.
Right.
Like, hey folks, today I'm eating. Well, what could be really funny is like, I know you're a vegetarian, but like, what's a vegetarian dish that even you don't like too much?
I'll have to think about that. When it comes to veggies, there's not really much I dislike. Oh, actually, I actually don't like pickles.
Well, there you go. You could like come up with the worst possible thing that you could eat. See, I actually love pickles, but I don't like cucumbers, which isn't that weird.
That is, well, don't feel bad because I like cucumbers and don't like pickles.
Yeah, but
So what you could do is you could do this. Maybe you're having a pickle sandwich.
Maybe.
Like, and then like, hey folks, today I'm eating a pickle sandwich. It's like, the only question is like, do you have Fabio? You know, do you hire somebody else to take the cat, or is Fabio actually going to be taking the cat? You know,
I don't know.
because man, if you should, we should actually ask Fabio now. Hey, how would you like to be in the next movie? And just tell him the title, right?
Yeah.
I think
He'd be like, what?
no, I think he would do it.
Maybe. I mean, Fabio, he lives in the same state as me, so.
Yeah, and you said not that far from you. Not that far, so.
No, not that I know of.
But you could easily do that because I think that would be quite funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You know what you should do? Maybe the guys write a ransom note for the cat. Like maybe they're like jealous of your numbers, and like maybe it should be the reason why they want to cancel you is because of something absurd, like most of these trolls, right?
Yeah. Like maybe I said there's only 2 genders or something.
Well, it should be something just more absurd than that, like I honestly would make it more of a comedy, okay? Like especially with that title, like make it more of like one of those like comedies that's just so dumb. Like maybe the troll is trying to cancel you because you went to the bathroom on your vlog, and like you're
like I was in the middle of streaming and I went to the bathroom.
Yeah, or something like that, and that's why he got offended.
And Fabio actually does do that. That's what's kind of funny, though.
That would be funny. It's and then like maybe it's because you forgot to turn your mic off, and like you.
And they heard the toilet flush or something.
Yeah, and then that's why they got offended.
Oh gosh.
Well, because I've literally heard of people who we've all heard horror stories on the internet of these stupid internet trolls that get offended over the dumbest of reasons, and that's kind of the concept that I was thinking. Like, really, that's why you got offended?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, people have gotten offended over stupid stuff. So.
Well, somebody got offended at me because I don't. This was a little before your time. I don't know if you remember this or not, but somebody got offended at me because I said that I don't really like Bill Nye the Science Guy anymore. I don't know if you remember Bill Nye.
I've heard of him. I think I heard something about him years ago. Like,
it's despite being a Boeing engineer and developing a part for the Boeing 747 to make it better, and being an actual scientist. First of all, he has his right to his opinion, but he tried to scientifically prove that God doesn't exist.
Huh.
And then he also made a case study on gender. Even though in his show,
I think I heard about that.
Even though in his show, he talked about X and Y. So, yeah, no, Bill Nye is something.
I can tell. You watched Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions on Netflix today. Cool. All solid movies. Do you have a favorite Will Smith movie? I haven't seen too many of his films actually, but I I might,
I
lately I've thought about checking out the Bad Boys films. I
I
heard those
wrote
are good.
iRobot.
Yeah, I think I did see iRobot. There's another one I think I've seen, John Hancock or whatever.
Hancock, yeah.
Yeah.
iRobot's probably my favorite. Which that movie needs a sequel.
Yeah. From what I remember that movie, I didn't mind it. It's been a while since I've seen it, though.
And by the way, I'm a huge fan of Isaac Asimov, and I'm completely okay with, the robots attacking people. Because come on, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I saw this interesting little documentary. Somebody said that they think that pigs, somebody had a great idea for a movie. They had an idea, instead of Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Pigs.
Interesting.
Like that. It's like, I don't know. Or, I got one, Zach. Planet of the Cats.
There you go.
Humanoid cats that take over.
Yeah, and they wouldn't look like the cats from that atrocious Cats movie.
No, I would probably honestly take note from the original Planet of the Apes,
I can kind of see it. I would see a Planet of the Cats film.
Well, think about it though. Cats are a lot smarter than people realize.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't doubt it if cats took over, right? Wait, are you excited for the new, speaking of Planet of the Apes, are you excited for the new one?
I actually haven't followed those movies too much, but I mean, that's another franchise I thought about maybe checking out, but we'll see.
I
think I might have seen one of the originals back in the day.
I mean, they are good. It's just, with Planet of the Apes, it's just like there's a lot of, overall the franchise is good. It's just that there's a lot of, I don't even know how to put it. Like, there's some, it's one of the franchises that really, like, it starts out always good, and then afterwards it really declines. And then the 2001 movie, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, but I will have to wrap up here shortly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just thought I'd stream for a bit.
There you go.
But yeah, I do like the idea for Fabio playing a villain in a cat film.
Oh yeah. Especially considering that he says how he would like to have a cat.
Why doesn't he get one?
I think it's just timing. Not, but the cat will always be taken care of and everything. But cats can. One of the reasons why I like cats is cats can kind of take care of themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have a cat that. I mean, I have cats that will actually meow at you if the litter box is too full.
Yeah.
Or then. But do you have cats like this though? Like ones that will. Oh,
Oh, the litter box is too full. Then they decide to leave you a present right by the litter box. Like, I have a cat that does that.
Like a
He will-
message saying, "Hey, it's unusable right now."
Yes, pretty much. And it's like, what the heck, dude?
Yep.
I mean, that's like and then one of the cats I have, he will, every time I clean it, he'll always come by me and then meow at me and then like be all loving. So I think he's like literally saying thank you.
Yep.
So that's the one
All
thing
right.
about.
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say that's the one thing about being a cat owner I don't like is the litter box, but
Right.
whatever.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and wrap up here.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for joining.
No problem.
All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining the stream. Have a good one.
See ya.